Christian burial when she willfully seeks her own salvation?
I'll tell thee she is, therefore make a grave straight.
How can that be, unless she drowned herself in her own self-defense?
Why, 'tis found so.
It must be self-offendendo. It cannot be else, argle she drowned herself wittingly.
Nay, but hear you, good man Delver.
But is this law? Aye. If this had not been a gentlewoman, she should have been buried out of Christian burial.
Why, there thou sayest, there is no ancient gentleman but gardeners, ditchers, and grave makers. What is he that builds stronger than either the mason, the shipwright, or the carpenter?
The gallows maker, for that frame outlives 1,000 tenants.
I like thy wit well. In good faith, the gallows does well, but how does it well? Now thou dost ill to say the gallows is built on stronger than the church. Argal, the gallows may do well to thee. To it again. Come.
Who builds stronger than a mason, a shipwright, or carpenter?
Aye, tell me that.
Marry now, I can tell.
To it.
Mass, I cannot tell.
In youth when I did love, methought it was very sweet.
Has this fellow no feeling of his business? He sings at grave making. This skull had a tongue and it could sing once. It might be the pate of a politician which this ass now reaches, one that God would circumvent. Whose grave is this, sirrah?
Mine, sir.
What man thou dig it for?
For no man.
How absolute the knave is. Who is to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir. But, rest her soul, she is dead. Yorick's skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on my back 1,000 times, and now how abhorred in my imagination it is. But soft, here comes the Queen and Laertes.
Sweets to sweets, farewell. I hope thou shouldst have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to have decked, sweet maid, and not have strewed thy grave.
Oh, trouble, woe. What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis and makes them stand like wounded hearers? This is I, Hamlet the Dane. Hold off thy hands!
Hamlet! Hamlet!
Why, I will fight with him upon this theme until my eyelids no longer wag.
Oh, my son! What theme?
I loved Ophelia! What wilt thou do for her?
This is mere madness, and thus a while the fit will work on him, anon, as patient as the female dove when her golden couplets are disclosed. Her silence will sit, drooping.
Just the two of us, we can make it if we
now, I can tell. You did it on purpose. See? I was gonna do it that time. Come on. Mass, I cannot tell.
You and I, we look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow.
It's rolling. Go. Whenever.
Good things might come to those who wait, not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all
There's so much funny stuff.
just the two.
Oh my god, wait.
We can make it if we try.
We're done.
Excellent fancy. He hath borne me on thy back a shit.
Yeah, no.
Go.
What is he who...
Go.
What is he who like wounded hearers? 'Tis I, Hamlet Dane.
Marry now, I can tell. Boom.